All right, shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to start off first by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the head elders, and apostles, a great millstone. Peace, blessing, and salutations into the elect. You brothers out there that labor in this work, and to you few sisters that believe as well, I want to say shalom. And I want to get into a lesson. Lord is willing, it be edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. But what I want to touch on in this lesson is just going into the new world order, all right, of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the elites of this world, right? Because what is their goal? What is their new world order? Their Nouveau Ordo Seclorium, right? Their Nouveau Ordo Seclorium, their new world order. Ultimately, is to put a microchip, right? I'm just gonna say the word, right? To put a microchip inside the inhabitants, all right, of the planet Earth, particularly here in America. Although this will be a global thing, because when you read the book of Revelation, the 3rd chapter, it speaks about the hour of temptation, all right, which shall come upon the whole world, all right. This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Let's stop right there. The Lord said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Meaning what? Meaning you endured the sufferings of Yahweh Shai unto the end. Because this is what we're a part of. We're a part of the sufferings. We are partakers of the sufferings of Yahweh Shai. Right? So just as Yahweh Shai endured his cross unto the end, he did what he had to do. He finished the mission. Right? What is that? John the 17th chapter. He said, Father, I have pretty much, he was speaking to Yahweh, right, Abba, and he said, I have finished the work, that you gave me to do. Therefore, now is the time for him to be glorified. Therefore, glorify me, right, and give me that glory that I once had when I was with you. Roughly paraphrasing, you go read it on your own, John the 17th chapter, right, because he finished, all right, the work that was given for him to do. Also, too, our forefather, the Apostle Paul, all right, in 2nd Timothy, all right, he said, because he had fought the good fight of faith, he had finished the course, therefore is laid up for him a crown of righteousness, right, which he's going to get, all the prophets going to get, all right, which the elect are going to get, right? For lack of words, the elect are the ones that's going to receive, all right, those crowns, all right, which is salvation, right? Ultimately, the elect are going to receive salvation. The elect are the only ones, right, that are going to endure to the end. Why? Because it was already predestined. It was already written for them to win, all right? It was already written for them to get the victory, all right? The Lord said he have reserved unto himself 7,000 men that would not bow the knee to the image of Baal, all right? And when you read Revelation, I believe that's the 15th chapter, it mentions that those that have gotten the victory, let's get that, those that have gotten the victory over the beast, over his mark, and over his image, which the elect are the ones, all right? The elect are the ones, all right, that is going to get the victory over the beast, over the mark, and over his image, because it was already written, predestined for them to win. It was already written that they were going to endure to the end. Again, the Lord said he had reserved it to himself, right? Reserved. The Lord already reserved it. The Lord already wrote out that you was going to receive, you were going to be a part of the ones that say, no, I'm not taking the MOTB. No, you are. It was already written that, if you was to be a martyr, right, for Yahweh Shai, everything was already written, man, right? Whether or not you were part of the elect or not, whether or not you were part of the ones, all right, a part of that number that endures to the end, whether or not you are part of that number that don't bow the knee to the image of Baal, don't take the, don't worship the beast's image and his mark. All right? Don't take the MOTB. Because that's going to be a very tempting time, man. Because you got to think about it. This devil, the so-called white man, he's going to threaten pretty much your basic needs of survival. He's going to take away or threaten the basic things, your basic needs of survival. He's gonna threaten that if you don't take, all right, if you don't take his micro C-hip, his microchip. I already said it, so I'll say it, man. All right? He's gonna threaten your basic needs to survive. When they say you ain't gonna be able to get an apartment, you're not gonna be able to buy or sell. So you ain't gonna be able to go to the grocery stores to eat, for food. And this is why when that time comes, we're gonna have to solely trust. And we're gonna have to what's the word words I'm looking for? Walk pretty much damn it, man. Lean on our faith, man. For lack of words, man. Right? We're gonna have to solely stand on faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Walk out on faith. All right, we're gonna have to solely walk out on faith, right, and believe like, okay, I'm still gonna eat, even though I'm not taking that microchip. Hey, the Lord's still gonna provide for me. I'm still gonna be provided for. I don't know what the Lord gonna do, but I know He gonna do. All right, I believe that the Lord gonna feed me. I believe the Lord gonna, give me shelter, right? Because the Lord said it, Isaiah 66. No. Isaiah 65. The Lord said His servants are going to eat. His servants are going to rejoice. His servants are going to, they're going to drink. Pretty much the Lord already promised that the Lord already promised provision, right? For His servants, man, for those that trust in Him. Right? For those that trust in Him. For those that have that faith in Him. Have that faith that, okay, I'm still going to eat, man. Yahweh Shema Shah going to provide for me. All right? For those of us that have that faith to where, no, I don't got to submit, all right? I don't got to submit to the devil. I don't got to take that MOTB to eat, to live, to survive, to receive shelter. I got Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 15, and verse 2 says, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire. All right, and that's what John, our forefather John the Revelator, he was looking from the viewpoint of him, on the chariot. Right? So that's what, when Lord's willing, we be a part of that number. We get beamed up, and we looking down upon America, all right, in flames. All right? It says, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High. So he's seen the ones that have gotten the victory over the beast, over his image, and over his mark. Pretty much they didn't take his mark. They didn't take the MOTB. They didn't allow they didn't allow Esau, right, to put his technology inside them. All right, they stood 10 toes for Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. They stood stiffly, right, for the name's sake of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right. Again, they didn't take that microchip, man, the MOTB. Right. They didn't submit. All right. They didn't submit to the devil. Like I said, they stood boldly for the names of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. They stood 10 toes down. They said, nope, I ain't taking that mark. Nope. Under any circumstance, I don't give a damn. You could threaten my needs of survival. You could threaten, me having a shelter. You could threaten me, all right, having food. Shit, you could threaten to even take my children from me, kill my children. I'm not taking it. Tell you that, hey, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is going to have to be dealing with you in that day, because that's going to be a very strong spirit that's going to come from the Lord. Matter of fact, let's keep finishing at Revelation 3. Revelation 3:10 says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, this is the Lord speaking now, It says, because you has kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee, I will keep you from the hour of temptation. So the Lord is the one that's going to have to keep you from the hour of temptation. The Lord is the one that's going to have to put a strong, very strong, very strong, very other word I'm looking for, man. Very, you want to say hard-headed in righteousness, right? A hard-headed righteous spirit on you. To where it's like, no, I'm not taking that MOTB. I don't give a damn. The Lord is the one that's going to have to put that spirit within you, man. That strong spirit within you. Right? That righteous, rebellious spirit within you. All right? That warrior spirit within you. The Lord is the one that's going to have to put that spirit within you. The Lord is willing. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is dealing with us, man. All right? Lord is willing. We're a part of the ones that are found without fault before the throne of the Lord, man. Lord is willing. We'll be a part of that number of the Lord's elect. Because we don't want to go out like this. We don't want to go out like that. Just become all weak and just submit. Hey, okay, Esau, okay, Mr. Devil, okay, just go ahead. No. Lord forbid, Lord forbid, Lord forbid, Lord forbid, Lord forbid. Lord forbid we fight, man. The Lord put the spirit on us to fight into the end. Hey, even if we, whatever we're faced with, that we just endure, man. Whether it be being thrown to a concentration camp, whether it be being threatened with being beheaded, whether being a martyr, whether it be again them threatening to kill all right, our children, a loved one, whatever the case may be. Because it's going to be reality very soon. Lord's willing, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua keep that strong, all right, determined, all right, strong, all right, standing firm, all right, spirit on us, man. Lord's willing. Again, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. That's ultimately the point that I wanted to get. It says that which shall come upon all the world, right? Because going back to a point, right, that I made, all right, I said this is going to be a global thing, a worldwide thing. It's not going to be just here in America. No, this is going to be the new global system. This is going to be the new way of life, right? Humans having to merge themselves with technology. Pretty much you becoming a robot, right? It's going to be a new digital system. And that new digital system eventually is going to require for you to put a microchip inside of you. And right now, you had you can have a spirit, man, I ain't taking that, man. No, I ain't taking that. But when that time comes, man, and that's why it's called the hour of temptation. That's why it's called the hour of temptation. You're gonna be tempted, man. Straight up, man. You sitting there threatening your livelihood, right? Threatening to kill your loved one. Like we can all say, no, I ain't doing it, man. I don't care, man. You could take my loved one. You could kill my child. You could take my food away. But hey, when we're in that position, it's a whole different story. That's why, hey, going back to the points that I mentioned, the Lord has to be the one to put that spirit within you. Well, the Lord just said it. He is the one that's going to have to keep you from our temptation. The Lord is the one that's going to have to put, all right, a very strong spirit within you. For you to fight. For you to not give in. Not bow the knee to the image of Baal, okay? So, let's go from there. Let's get, all right, the verse. chapter and verse, right, dealing with the MOTB, right? Revelation chapter 13, all right? In verse 16, go ahead straight to the point. It says, and he causeth all, small and great, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? So everybody on the whole entire planet Earth, whether you be rich, poor, high in status, low in status, all right? Whether you're what is the word I'm looking for? Whether you're fully functional, you got all your limbs, right? Whether you're an amputee, you don't got all your limbs, right? It don't matter. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So it don't matter if you're in locked up, in prison, out of prison, in a concentration camp, out of concentration camp, right? To receive a mark in their right hands or in their foreheads, all right? And that no man might buy or sell, save except he that had the mark or the name of his beast or the number of his name. It says that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. So you ain't going to be able to buy or sell without this mark. You're not going to be able to, right, rent out an apartment, all right, rent out a car or whatever, drive a car, buy a car, all right, go to the grocery store and buy food, all right, go to the liquor store and buy liquor. It don't matter, man. If you don't have, we're coming to a point, we're coming to a time, we're getting ready to enter into a time. If you don't have that microchip, that RFID, all right, that RFID chip inside you, then you're not going to be able to buy or sell. You're not going to be able to be a part of this society, right? You're not going to be able to do the things that you once used to do, right? Watch Netflix, play the PlayStation, play Call of Duty, all right? You're not going to be able to do any of that, man. Go out to eat. Go to your favorite restaurant, the Cheesecake Factory. Which I guess for a lot of nigga women, the Cheesecake Factory. You can't take them to the Cheesecake Factory. Right? Hey, but soon to come, they're going to be, they're going to be begging to go back to the Cheesecake Factory. Shit. A lot of these people out here, man, especially the nigga women, they got a lot of pride, man. But don't worry, the Lord gonna break that fucking pride, man. He gonna humble the haughty. That's one thing about Yahweh Shemel Shai. He knows how to humble the haughty. And ultimately, he gonna humble Esau's bitch ass, man. Because he's the ultimate proudest motherfucker of them all, man. Ultimately, the reason why the majority of our people are like that, especially our women, is because they get that shit from him. They get that shit from Esau, man. Right? Esau is the one that pushes that energy and that vibration out there, man. That proud energy, man. That proud, rebellious towards the Most High, right? No reverence towards the Lord, all right? That fucking, that energy, that vibration, man. You saw, the so-called white man, he's the one that pushes that shit out there, man. Feeds that shit out into our people. A lot of our people eat that shit up, man. They love, right, that serpent juice, right? What is the scripture say? Call it the wine of fornication. They love the wine of America's fornication, man. All right, the ideologies, the philosophies, the vibrations that this damn place push, man. They love it, man. They eat that shit up. They can't get enough of it. Right? That black culture, nigger culture. That watermelon and chicken culture. And I'm just being real, man. Chicken and waffles. Bullshit like that, man. Bullshit like that. Alright? To learn that shit from Esau, Edom, man, the so-called white man. And that's all we can't wait, bro. We can't wait, man, for the Lord just to turn this shit up, man. To bring the evils. We're just waiting, man. Waiting for that day, hastening that day, man. That the Lord, like I said, the Lord just turns everything up, man. Bringing Jacob's trouble, bringing a mandate in the MOTB, ultimately bring those missiles. That's the ultimate day we're waiting for. We're hastening for. Looking for and hastening to the coming of the day of Yahweh Bahashim Hashah, wherein the heavens being on fire and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's the ultimate day that we're hastening for. America going up in fucking flames, man. For real. Good fucking riddance. Right? And us, Lord's willing, I'll be a part of that number, man. But us getting beamed up, man. That's the ultimate day we're looking for. Because that's really going to be, right, where, that's really going to be when, all right, all of that, that heaviness that we feel on this side, that weight on our shoulders, that depression, that misery, that agony, that pain, that suffering, that unhappiness, that's all that shit gonna cease. All that shit gonna be a thing of the past, man. Hey, Revelation 21 speaks about the former things are passed away. Right, that's a part of the former things, man. All right. That's a part of the former. That's going to be a part of the former things, man. The pain, the agony, suffering, in America too, because all that comes with being here in America. Us feeling pain, us feeling agony, us feeling misery. All right, us being depressed, right, sad, angry all the goddamn time. That comes from being here in America, man. Being worried, right? Being confused, all right. Being another word I was looking for, man. Just being low, just feeling so damn low. Right? Low in the spirit, low in energy, just feeling low, man. All that shit just comes with being here in America, man. Being angry. The Lord said he gonna take away all of that from us, man. When you read Revelation, the 21st chapter, he said he's going to wipe away all tears from my eyes. And there's going to be no more sorrow, no more crying, no more pain, no more suffering. All right? There's going to be no more of that. But that's ultimately going to come after America is destroyed. America got to be destroyed first. All that comes with the destruction of America, Babylon the Great. Us feeling no more sadness, us feeling no more sorrow, no more annoyance, aggravation, irritation. Us no longer being slaves, right? Being subject to payments, having to go to the enemy for the one of all things, all right? Got to be under the rulership of the fucking devil, of the so-called white man, the so-called white race, the fucking devil, demonic ass race. All right, they subject, they could do whatever they want to you. They could harass you. No punishment, no judgment. They could shoot a Jake down in the streets and just, get off scot-free, man. All of that shit about to come to a fucking end, man. Straight up, man. The day gonna come, bro, when Jacob gonna rise, bro, or Jacob, we gonna be on top. We're going to be in authority, man. We're going to be in a rulership seat. We're going to fuck you, Edomites up, bro. We're going to fuck you, Edomites up. Fuck you up, man. No mercy neither, man. And I dare you. In the kingdom of faith, I want one of you motherfuckers to ask for mercy. You're going to get double the ass whooping. I guarantee you. Just because you ask for mercy. What? You asking me for mercy? Nigga, when did you ever show me mercy? When did you ever show me and my people mercy, man? When did you ever show us mercy? I fucking dare you to ask for mercy in the kingdom. You going to get a double ass whooping. Asking for fucking mercy. You out your fuck ass mind? When did you ever show us mercy? And now you asking for mercy. You got life fucked up. I promise, man. I dare you to ask for mercy in the kingdom. My plantation, I dare you to ask for mercy. You gonna get triple the ass whooping. You ask for mercy. Fuck no. What mercy did you ever show me? We was asking for mercy. We was asking you to just leave. We was asking you to leave us alone. We was that shit. We was asking, damn, we just want to, drink from the same water fountain, use the same bathroom. We just want equality. What was your response? Fuck no, we don't want you sitting here. We don't want you eating here. You think you gonna get mercy? You got life fucked up. Fuck out of here. You got life fucked up. Right? So yeah, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of his beast or the number of his name. Alright? So yeah, going back into the New World Order, right, of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the elites of this world, man. Right? Because their agenda, their New World Order, alright, is to implant a microchip right inside the inhabitants of the world, man. Right inside you. Inside you. All right. That's their New World Order. That's the agenda they want to accomplish. All right. To put microchips inside people. They not gonna win, man. All right, the Lord already said they ain't gonna win, man. All right, it's gonna be a failed attempt. Right? I mean, like I said, the Lord, He's gonna allow you to, go through with it a little bit, but overall, you're not gonna succeed with your New World Order. Overall. So you can read about that in the book of Job. All right, the 20th chapter. The Lord said about the triumphing of the wicked being short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. All right, the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. So, say you ain't gonna be able to. You're not gonna succeed at your New World Order. You're not going to fully accomplish your New World Order. You're going to be able to introduce it, right? You'll even be able to get, all right, a lot of people microchip. The Lord going to allow that, right? The Lord's going to allow that for you to put a microchip inside, all right, a lot of people, 2/3 of our people. But that's not the way life gonna be, all right, from here on out. That ain't nah, man. There ain't a way life gonna be, all right, for another 20, 30, no. Hell no. After you get whoever you gotta get microchip, that's when Yahweh Shah gonna return and completely destroy all this shit. Straight up. We're gonna completely put an end to all of this shit. All of it. Take your ass out of power and burn this fucking place known as America up. Burn this fucking whore to the fucking ground. So, hey, Lord's willing. Alright, this was edifying. I pray and I hope that it was. Alright. Hey, with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honor to my teachers, the head elders, and apostles of great millstone, peace, blessings, salutations. Alright, to the elect. Alright, keep fighting, brothers and sisters, man. We almost up out of here, man. Keep trusting in the names Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Alright, because that's the way to salvation, man. Right? That's our way to salvation. There's no other name under heaven that we're going to call upon whereby we're going to be saved. Alright, roughly paraphrasing it. Alright, only through the names Yahweh and Yahweh Shah All right, it's how we're going to receive salvation. All right, shalom.